Capricorn, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Let's talk about you, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. We're just going to do a general, whatever comes out energy. Wow, we have a little bit of a fork in the road energy here. A decision to make, a couple paths to take, a choice in front of you. Let's see if that's about to come through or if you're coming into the reading in that energy. Let's find out and let's talk about you, Capricorn. All right, whoops. Okay, 4 swords here. The 9 of swords. Whoa, the King of Swords in reverse. Ay, Chihuahua. Okay, we come into this in a very anxious. Okay, King of Pentacles, there's you. Page of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Magician. Okay, 2 of Swords. You're definitely coming into this reading in a crossroads energy, Capricorn, with the Emperor. Okay, there is 3 masculine energies here. I don't know if they're the same person or if they're different people. I mean, I did take you as the King of Pentacles, but it could be someone else. Let's find out. We started the energy coming into your reading today. If you know this is your reading, is the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. That's a withdrawal energy. The 9 of I mean, look at all the swords on this girl's head. She's been hurt. She's overthinking. She's analyzing. She's pulled herself back. Clarifying that is the Page of Pentacles and the Devil in reverse. There's a resistance to see a lesson. Are you looping, Cap? Are you looping? 9 of Wands, you're looping. Okay, you might be... This is a resistance to see a lesson, and it's causing struggles and challenges here. And you're looping either with an archetype or with a person. That archetypal person is the King of Swords in reverse, so you're definitely looping with the King Kong of all assholes here with this card. But first of all, we're going to find out what the lesson is that has not been learned so that you can get out of this lane and get off this train. What's the Page of Pentacles in reverse? What's the lesson Capricorn hasn't learned? Why are they looping? Why are they going through this again? I said, what's going on? What's going on? The Sun and the 9 of Pentacles? The Page of Wands? Oh, no, excuse me. That's not the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands with... Ooh. This is like a happier on your own card. This is a depending on yourself card. This is a very independent energy. This is a happy on your own. You're happier on your own. You're happier by yourself. The lesson is, it is independence and sovereignty. Why is it the lesson? Like it's the lessons like you're happier by yourself. I don't understand that. Then what? What are they happier then? Let me understand. This is a love reading, Capricorn. We have the Emperor and the Empress. We're in a love reading. You're looping in love. The 4 Pentacles and the Star. Okay, I understand that. Okay. You're either looping with a single person, you have a very on and off, start and stop, no contact, tumultuous relationship, or you're looping with archetypes when you're dating. You're just not getting the love, you're not getting the right person, you're going... Is my chair extra squeaky today? We'll fix that, get a little WD-40, but the lesson is sometimes it's better to be single than to be with the wrong person. And that's why you're happier alone. You know, one of the most important decisions in life is who you're going to live your life with. And if you choose the wrong life partner, life really sucks. Like, life sucks. Those people who chose the wrong partner, it sucks. It's not a good situation for anybody. It's an important decision. And that's the message here is, so I feel what happens, Capricorn, is you might, let me say this. Everybody's on their best behavior when they meet somebody new, right? So you're with someone for 6 months. They're the greatest thing since sliced bread. They're perfect. And then they get comfortable, and then they turn into Mr. King Kong, and dickheads over here. Or you just see the right side of them, right? They're not on their best behavior anymore. Or they're just not likable. Or they're just not a good person. Or they're just not who you thought they were. Sometimes we think one thing about a person, and as we get to know them, we realize, well, golly gee, you're not what I thought you were, right? Not everybody's honest or authentic, right? So... that's the message, is not being afraid to walk away from somebody that you might feel is your soulmate. You might feel is your twin flame. Because you're going to be happier on your own than stuck in a relationship, a connection, or sitting there waiting for the wrong person. And the longer you spend waiting for the wrong person, the longer it takes for the right person to come through. So you're only hurting yourself. So it's better off to be single and independent. That's the message here. Okay? We're at a fork in the road, we're at the 2 of Swords, we're at this dickhead energy, so either this person's recently said or done something that's made you question whether they're the right person for you, or you just don't like them, but you haven't left, or you haven't made the decision, or you haven't decided to walk away yet. Why are they presenting as the King of Swords in reverse? Hearing for some of you, it could just be someone who's emotionally unavailable. Maybe they're not, you know, Mr. King Kong of dickheads here. Maybe they're just not emotionally available. The Four of Pentacles, the Devil. There it is. It's like you're holding on to an ideology, a dogma of what they could be or what they should be or what their potential could be. And whoever you're dealing with right now, if this is your reading, Capricorn, if you're still here, things are not hunky-dory, okay? You're not like holding hands walking down the street with this person. And if this is a past energy, this energy is about to come back into your life. But if it's a past energy, you're looping with this type of situation. And the message here is self-respect, Capricorn, and not holding on to someone that's not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. You're better off to be alone and single than to be and holding on to the wrong person. That's the message. This is not the right person. That's very clear, and you know that, but you don't want to maybe admit that. A lot of times, what I feel is it's hope. The person has potential. The person could be so much. Not everybody lives up to their potential in this life. They don't. So that's where we're at. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I really do feel like the King of Pentacles is you, and this is going to be exploring other options. So what's the Page of Cups? Yeah, it is. They definitely want you to keep your options open and explore your options. Don't commit or stay loyal to this situation. Capricorn, I don't know how much more obvious they can make it here. They really want you to walk away from this person, and they really want you to stay single and explore your options. I'm sorry to say that if you do not want to hear that. What's the Magician and the Two of Cups here? What's the Magician and the Two of Cups? What? The Tower. You don't like what I'm saying. Someone don't like what I'm saying. But some of you know that, like, what I'm saying is what you're feeling. It doesn't make it easy. The Tower, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Stars in reverse, because it's going to hurt. I really feel like this is like a situation where you feel this is your twin flame or your soulmate or the person you're supposed to be with, and you really want it to work, and you're just going to be continued to disappoint from this person. Capricorn, I'm really sorry. So the message is don't resist accepting this person for exactly who they are, or you're never going to get out of this loop and you're never going to find what it is that you want. I believe we're at a love reading, and that would be love. Your life partner, the person you're going to grow old with, the person you'll share your life with. That's the message here is you're better off alone. You'll be much happier and single and independent. It's that kind of energy, you know, when you're single and independent, you're not looking for love. It's when you find love, because you're content and 100% in your whole in your life, right? And I'm not saying you're not, but they want you to be content in that energy and not settle or stay indecisive about someone who's not treating you right, Capricorn. Keep your options open and manifest the right person, the right partner, the person that complements you. Not the person that makes you question, right? If you're sitting there wondering how someone feels about you, if you're sitting there wondering if this is the right person for you, it's not the right person for you, because if it's the right person, you're not going to be wondering those things. They won't make you feel that way. Even in soulmates, the people who found their life partner, they have disagreements, but they don't question their partner's love during those disagreements. And I feel like you are here. And if you are, that's the message, Capricorn, is you're better off alone. You'll be much happier than caught in a relationship with the wrong person. I'm sorry, Capricorn. That's the energy I have. So let's do some oracles. We'll see what they want to say. And then we will jump back in. We'll do a potential outcome. We'll see if maybe there is potential and opportunity, right? You know what I believe? I say it all the time. Once you set that expectation with the universe, once you send that millimeter wave out, once you learn that lesson and you say, I'm not dealing with it anymore, you don't have to deal with it anymore. You get what you want. They'll start sending you the right situations because you're going to walk away real quickly from the wrong ones. So let's see if that's coming through in 30 days. Let's get some oracles. And Capricorn, for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Robin. I'm glad you could join me. And for those of you that are existing, been here before, thanks guys for returning and your continued support. I sincerely appreciate it. Drop a claim in the comment section. Claim the love of your life. You don't want to claim the wrong person. Claim the love of your life. And I do ask that you also like, hype, subscribe. It helps my channel, helps other Capricorns find the reading. So thank you, Capricorn. Let's see what you need to surrender to. Your passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the passion or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Okay? Let's grab your Akashic record. Akashic record message for Capricorn. I got a couple. Those came out like right away, right fast. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, Butterfingers. Speak up. Yes, yes, yes. What are you not saying that is eating you inside? You can't keep it in forever. It's time to let it out so that you can move on and be happy. It really is, Capricorn. And then soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Do not settle. Period. It really says that. Period. So it is time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Fly high. Do not let anyone else keep you down or settle for anything less than you deserve, Capricorn. You're a damn Capricorn. All right, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. When I say outcome, let's see where you are in a month. We're going to go 30 days out. We'll go to the end of June 2026. However, this is a timeless reading. So we're going to go 30 days from when you are watching the reading. Let's see where you are. Let's see how you're doing. Let's see what decision you make. Let's see what's going on. Because I don't see that decision being made here. I see your guides wanting to push you towards a certain decision. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords and Judgment. Decision made, decision made. Let's find out, let's find out what's on the other side, buddy. Star. Okay. The World. And the Knight of Cups. The World's in reverse. Okay. You're dating. 3 Cups. You made your decision. Temperance. You were patient enough. I mean, that with that Temperance card, that could even be, you know, you're dating someone for like 9 months and they're non-committal or they're not pushing the relationship forward. They know after that amount of time whether they want to be with you or not. They're just stringing you along if that's the kind of situation, right? It's just recognizing that you got something they want, you got something they need. People do that. The message here is you've made your decision. I don't feel you made it today or tomorrow, but with the Judgment and the Two of Swords, within the next 30 days, your decision has been made. And your decision is this is not going to get you where you want it to go. The Star and the World is in reverse. It doesn't have the potential. You realize that, you understand that. Your gut has been telling you that. But it doesn't always mean it's easy to accept because it hurts. But you accepted it. You know that you deserve better. You know exactly what it is that you want. And that person, that archetype, or, well, either that person or that archetype is not it. Capricorn, you're exploring other options. You're getting out there and dating. You're going to be a little bit more patient with the people you're attracted to. So, you know, well, the devil doesn't look like the devil. The devil looks like an angel. So this to me is you're going to be a little bit more patient as you're getting to know them, right? Some people look good. Doesn't mean they're a good person. Some people look bad and they're a great person, and that's a person you might be with because the good features come out, right? So the message here is you're going to be dating. You're letting this go. You're not dealing with the King Kong dickheads over here. And you're going to be a little bit more patient with those that you're attracted to, with those that you date. I think you'll take things a little bit slower. Which is a weird thing to say, Capricorn, but you'll take things slow. The King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands. You're not going to resist accepting. I feel like you really learned a lot with this person, and if there's a red flag, if they do or say something, I feel you're kind of at a very short leash here. You know what you want, and so if there's any doubt, any questions, any conflict, anyone makes you feel like you're competing, like some of you really feel like someone wasn't committing and they're like making you feel like you have to compete with people for their attention. That's not right. That's not fair. You shouldn't have to do that. So it's like all the red flags, all the little things that you've picked up on here from these not the right people. You're going to be on a very short leash. You're going to be picking them up right away, and you're not going to be in the mood for games or that stuff at all. No. You're looking for something real. You're looking for something serious, and you will wait for the right person, even if it hurts, even if it's not really what you want, even if you need to let go of someone that you're attracted to, that you really wish something was there, but it's not. So Capricorn, you're on the search for love. In a month from now, I see you a lot less stressed, enjoying it a little bit more, but just not, if they got no potential, if your gut's telling you no, that's a no. You're not going to keep them around with hope, with seeing the potential, because sometimes people don't live up to that. Is there any potential with the people that they're dating here in a month? Anything you want to mention about those people? Or are they just starting to, you're just starting in a month. You're just starting. So you're just, maybe took you a month of just being single, right? But whatever that element is here with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups, in a month you're just starting to put yourself out there again. You're just starting to date. So chances are the first person you talk to, I mean, it could be, but you're just starting. So I wouldn't be able to pick up on that energy. In the next 30 days, you kind of spend the energy of letting go, walking away, and recalibrating and resetting yourself, Capricorn. Okay, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So Capricorn, I do hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and if it did resonate, I am open for personal readings. You can find the link in the description box, and in the comment section it'll be pinned. And let's close your reading off today with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What is the answer for Capricorn? Yes or no? You ready? The answer is no. Okay, Capricorn, I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.